Now we discuss multiple bar diagrams. If we consider two characteristics of each unit from which the data is collected, then there will be two observations corresponding to each unit. Two data values or numerical values corresponding to each unit. If we consider three characteristics, there will be three data values. And in that case, for two data values, we use two bars to represent those two data. Similarly, 3 bars, 4 bars, etc. In that case, the graph is called a multiple bar diagram. If there are 2 bars corresponding to each unit, then it is called a double bar graph. If there are 3 bars, 3 data values, 3 bars, then it is said to be a triple bar graph and so on. In general, we say it is a multiple bar graph with, say, n bars. The construction of the bar is exactly similar to the previous case as we have seen in the case of drawing single bars. Width of all bars the same, height proportional to the data values, numerical values, and also the spacing in between bars the same. But in the case of multiple bars, the corresponding bars of a single unit, there can be 2 bars or 3 bars according to the case, that will be a single unit, a single block of bars. That bars will be placed adjacently, one touching the other. That will be a block. In that case, the spacing between the block of bars will be same. We can explain it clearly by an example. We consider here only a double bar diagram. Bar diagram for 2 data values corresponding to each unit. As in the previous case, suppose we consider the families in a locality, and suppose we collect data for income and expenditure, annual income and annual expenditure of each family. So there will be 2 observations, 2 data values for each family. For convenience, suppose we consider, say, only 4 families, say denoted by family 1, F1, family 2, F2, family 3, F3, and family 4, F4, 4 families. Corresponding to this family 1, F1, there will be 2 values, one value for the income and the other for expense. So suppose for the first family, the income is 40,000 rupees, annual income 40,000, and the expense is 35,000. For the second value, that is second family, F2, income 50,000 and expense 40,000. And F3, 60,000 and say 45,000, expense 45,000. And the fourth family, suppose it is say 40,000 and expense is equal to 30,000. So suppose these are the income and expenditure of these 4 families. Then we construct the bar graph by constructing bars corresponding to these each observation. For the first family, there will be 2 adjacent bars with the same height proportional to 40,000 and 35,000. So the graph will be like this. We can construct. So this draw, as in the previous case, horizontal line and perpendicular line. This horizontal line and the perpendicular line. And along the horizontal line, we mark the families F1, F2, F3 and F4. Suppose here the position of family 1 F1, here F2, here F3, here F4, 4 families. Then expenditure along the vertical line. So take the unit. 1 centimeter is equal to 10,000. 10,000 rupees. So the highest value is 60,000. So 10,000, 20,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40, 50, 60. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 10,000, 2, 20,000, 3, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. Then, for the first family, 2 bars, 1 bar corresponding to this 40,000 and the other for 30,000, the bars placed adjacently. So 2 bars, so 1 40,000. So here, so a bar with a height 40,000. Okay, 40,000. And the expense for the first family 35,000, 35, an adjacent bar of the same width. Same width, width the same. Width the same. And then for family 2, 50 and 40, then 50, same width, 40, and for the family 3, 60,000. Then income 60, same width, then expense 45,000, 45,000. Then F4, 40 and 30, 40,000. Then 30,000, 30. And assume all the bars are of equal width. And the spacing between the block of bars, same. This space equal to this space. So here there is a difference. You can see, but that is because of the rough construction. So assume the space in between each block is same. When we write this graph in the examination hall, use the ruler. So draw or mark the points correctly and draw the graphs by these specifications: equal spacing, equal bars with equal width, etc. So we see that these are the corresponding bars. But the income and expenditure, the bars corresponding to income and expenditure should be noted specifically to distinguish between these two. So one bar can give a shading, and suppose the expenditure is shaded, so the second bar is shaded. For all these 4 blocks, and this shading will be noted, separately written. So this is an unshaded part which is income, then shaded expense. So this will indicate clearly the income and expenditure of these four families, how much amount they get in a year and how much amount they spend in the year. Okay, so this is the way in which we construct this double graph. If three data values, similarly we can draw the triple bar graph. Okay, that's all.